Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to Growth with Soph. I'm filming this video with my cat, my little baby. Because I've been wanting to film this video for a good while now. And I've just written down a few things that I want to discuss in it. But basically, I've not been being 100% honest and transparent on this account. Um, and it's not that I've not been being honest, it's just that I've not really been talking about the fact that I am struggling at the moment. Um, and I feel like by not talking about it and by just pretending that I'm all good and pretending that I'm like doing really well and stuff like that, I feel like not talking about it is part of the problem. Like we don't talk about these things, and it is so normal to have periods of time where you're just struggling with various different things. Like it's not one particular thing that it is that I'm struggling with. And it's just kind of a culmination of different things that's just gotten progressively worse and just kind of dug me into a bit of a rut over the past few months. Like there's just a few different things. So I've been feeling really like lonely and lost in my life and like not passionate about anything. Like I don't know, like just my spark of like being creative, of like having that energy of like I don't know. I just feel like lost in my path in life and not knowing what I'm doing, basically. Um, so there's that. And I've just been kind of I like lonely as well. Like I don't know, it's kind of self-inflicted because oftentimes when I feel a bit rubbish mentally, I just kind of go inwards. Like I just kind of don't want to bother anyone with how I'm feeling. Um, so there's that. But then I've also been managing like very heavy stress levels. Like I think the reason I feel like this, to be honest, the main reason I feel like this is because, and I know a lot of people can relate to this, my daily life has a very high level of stress involved. So if you like have a career that's super stressful or just like family commitments or anything like that, like for example, I'm a waitress. Work in hospitality, and if you've ever worked in hospitality, you will know that like it's basically constant stress, constant urgency, constant stimulation for like 8, 9, 12, however many hours long your shift is. You're on your feet that whole time and it is so exhausting, and it's constant stress basically. And that paired with like my weight training that I love to do, obviously, but that also places demands and stress on the body, and so does my job. Like through no, like there's nothing I can do about that. Like my output of energy throughout the day and my output of like mental stress throughout the day is really high, especially if I go to the gym in the morning, weight train to failure 4 times a week. Um, I used to train 5 times a week, but more on that later. And then I go to work and I'm walking around all day, stressed out and responding to stimulus for like 8 hours, and then it's a lot. It's a lot, and I just kind of feel like my nervous system and my body and my mind has just kind of gone and kind of I've gone into this like freeze mode where I'm just like dealing with it and dealing with it and dealing with it and dealing with the stress and um dealing with what's in front of me and just dealing with whatever's going on and never taking the time to pause and breathe and just be and wind down. And I feel like my nervous system is kind of burnt out basically. um I've been just it's difficult to balance like training and fueling adequately for all of this output as well, like especially when I'm at work. Like my gut at work is like so bad. Like I feel so bad. Like when I eat at work, my stomach hurts because I'm stressed. Because I'm eating super quick. Like there's noise all around me and my gut is like sore. My stomach is sore. Not because of the food, because I'll eat the exact same meal at home and be fine. Like, it's literally the stress of that my body is dealing with at that time. Um and yeah, it's hard to balance training. It's hard to try and get in enough fuel. It's hard to just balance things out and deal with stress. And to be honest, I've never been good at dealing with stress, and I think that's why I feel the way I feel, or that's why I kind of am not really feeling much of anything at the moment. Like, because my nervous system is just like frozen. So I think that's what's gone on. Um, yeah. I've also been like, so I went to the doctors and basically there was a few different things going on. But it turns out my thyroid it came back, my thyroid's overactive, which, like, I don't really know what it means, but I just know something feels off in my body. Like, I feel like I'm constantly wired and I keep, like, waking up in the middle of the night and, like, all kinds of weird, annoying things that are just messing with, like, my recovery and, like, my recovery ability between sessions and my, like, sleep and my nervous system and just everything basically. And that paired with working in such a high stress environment and trying to, like, do so many things and balance everything out and, you know get strong and build muscle and see my friends and be creative and make YouTube videos and go to work and try and function and be a normal human being, like, it all just gets a bit much. And I feel like I wake up in the morning and my brain is like, running on 1,000 miles an hour, and I'm already thinking about 1,000 things before I've even got out of bed. And it is so overwhelming. And the reason I am rambling on about this is because I feel like I'm not the only person who is going to be struggling with this. Like, there's it's normal to have these periods where you are just like burnt out. But the most important thing is that I'm recognizing how I'm feeling. I'm recognizing this as a problem. I'm recognizing that I don't want to spend the rest of my life feeling frozen and just exhausted and just like burnt out and just fed up and stressed out and like my stomach hurts and I don't want to get out of bed and I'm scared before I've even woken up and like I walk around with my face like this because I'm stressed and scared and anxious. I don't want to live like that. I want to be regulated and calm and creative and feel fulfilled in what it is that I am doing. So, here are a few things that I am going to be doing to take better care of my mind and body and hopefully deal with all of this. So, I've already done it, reducing the frequency of my weight training, which is really sad because I love it. I literally love lifting weights so much. It is one of the only things, like weight training, walking in nature, yoga, like listen to music, like just spend time with my mum. I don't know. I can't really think of many things that actually really make me genuinely happy, but weightlifting for me is something that makes me so genuinely happy and feel so strong and capable and competent. But lately, because of how my body and mind have been feeling, every session has kind of felt heavier and harder, and so I am going to be giving my body that bit of a break. So I have reduced my training frequency and also the duration of my sessions as well. So I used to train 5 days a week, weight training. Um, I've reduced the amount of exercises that I'm doing per session, and I'm also only doing 4 weight sessions a week. Um, I probably will just stick to this from now, to be honest, because I do feel like it is like better for me just because it gives me more time to recover between my sessions and um yeah, so reducing the frequency of my training just to give my body and mind and nervous system, because weight training does put another bit of load on your nervous system. So I really need to give that a break. Another thing I'm trying to do is get back into my creative, like analog hobbies. So rather than trying to feel like I need to be productive all the time and like working on my Instagram or being at work or like cleaning or what I don't know, just trying to be productive all the time. Like sit down and draw something or like play music or make little greetings cards, which I've started doing again and I absolutely love doing it. Or just like I bought a bullet journal and like I'm gonna do some like journaling and some like stuff like that. Like just sitting down and doing something with your hands, like even just watching a movie, like just trying to be creative and find hobbies like that aren't work. Basically just to allow your brain to switch into that and now we chill state, which is what I need to do more often, I think, to find my spark back. Another thing that I have done to reduce like some mental stress, and it wasn't really causing me stress as such, but it was just taking up space in my mind that I don't kind of need to do it anymore, is I'm not tracking my macros, so I'm not tracking like calories, protein, and stuff like that. But one thing I have really, really been doing while my appetite has just been kind of like not really there sometimes because I'm stressed out, um, to make sure I am getting in proper fuel every single day. I've been like listening to my body, but also not listening to my body. So I've been like listening more to what it is that I'm craving in the moments rather than like having like like macro calculated meals and stuff like that. I am still making sure I'm getting all my balanced meals, whole foods, high protein, stuff like that, but um high fiber, all those things, so, so very important. But more important for me right now is to just have regular structure of like eating. So I make sure that I eat at least 3 times a day. I try and eat at the same times because that's really good for your nervous system. It's really good for your nervous system to have that structure because it helps your body to feel safe. So like I'll have breakfast at like 7:30, lunch at 12:30, dinner at 5:30, for example. Like having that structure, having that routine means that for me, even if I'm not hungry, I'm like, no, this is my time when I eat my lunch, so I'm gonna eat my lunch. This is time, you know what I mean? It helps me to make sure that I am getting in enough fuel throughout the day just to fuel myself. And also to balance and calm my nervous system because having structure and routine in your life is really good to stabilize your brain. So that's another thing. Um, I'm also gonna try and take better care of my physical appearance as well because it sounds trivial and um vain, I feel like, but I've been just like not doing little things that I did that made me feel good. So I've been like not styling my hair, not like plucking my eyebrows, like picking out nice outfits. I've been just wearing the same outfits for like 4 days. Like it just happens and you just get into a bit of a rut. So I'm gonna start like trying to wear nice outfits again and like find a bit of a style, especially as we come into the summer. Like I feel like that'll be nice anyway. Um, and just do more things to make me feel better about myself. Like try some new hairstyles and things. And then finally, I'm also gonna be trying to spend more time with other people and get out of my own brain. So I've been talking more to my friends on the phone. I've been like just chatting more with my little brother, like my mom and whatever like that. Just spending time with other people, talking to other people and getting out of your own brain, like and just talking about normal things can sometimes be so helpful because it's just like we need connection and we need to not feel alone. Sometimes I love spending time by myself, but sometimes it's really important to talk to other people. So please make sure you are reaching out if you are struggling. Um, anyway, so this was a bit of a ramble, a bit of a random video that like had no real structure to it at all, and I was just talking about all kinds of different things. But the bottom line is, I am struggling at the moment, and it's hard for me to admit that because I'm not someone who. Bye. My cat's just ran away. I'm not someone that wants to really talk about their own mental struggles or like feeling like there's something wrong in their mind and body, but that is how I feel right now. And it's hard to especially as someone who is so goal oriented and who is so go 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 go, and it's hard for me to slow down and it's hard for me to reflect on how I actually feel. But I guess the reason I'm making this is because if you feel the same way, if you're kind of feeling a bit like you're stuck in a rut and you're feeling a bit rubbish, just know that you're not alone, and that if you keep showing up and you keep doing what you need to do, and you also do that, but then try and find time to slow down and reconnect to yourself and just sit with yourself more and sit with how you feel more, you can work through it and you can like feel better. Like this is just a season in your life. You're not gonna feel like this forever. I've had seasons in my life where I've felt rubbish, way more rubbish than this. Um, so I know that I can get through this. I know this is just a season in my life, and I know that I am okay and that I have done this before. I have dug myself out of little holes before, and this is no different. And so, yeah, follow along for the journey. And join me on the journey as well if you're struggling too. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far in my little ramble. Um, but yeah, take good care. You are not alone. You are loved, and for what it's worth, my DMs on Instagram are always open. Comments always open. As well. Like I'm here for you. You're not alone. Life is crazy, and the body is crazy. The brain is crazy, and life is stressful, and we can do it together. So you're not alone. Take good care, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.